So this is the start of a new series I want to upload onto my channel called Conversations with Soul. This is really the start of me trying to get acquaintance with doing podcasts. I know podcasts are sound only and mostly video and, well, now mostly video and sound because everybody posts their podcasts on YouTube. But this is really me trying to get into the podcast world, guys, because I've always wanted to have one. I mean, the content creator in me wants to do all the things. If you guys can hear a ring or like a little dingling thing, that's my dog. She always wants to move around when I'm recording, and the rest of the time she's just laying on her bed. I figured this could be a space where we could have conversations, super informal. Sometimes you'll see me dolled up, sometimes you'll see me not. Today is kind of a half and half. I'm wearing my Unbothered sweatshirt that I'm always wearing. These are not for sale because these were a failed production, but I do have, excuse you, do I have something to say? But I do have my Unbothered sweatshirts linked down below. I just like to wear these around the house because the other ones are really nice and I don't want to damage them. And stuff gets on these all the time. I mean, you name it, food, sauces, all of it. So I just wear these around the house. If you see a stain, mind your business. Most of these are stained because I wear them all the time when I'm cooking or whatever. I mean, there's stains all over this one. So anyways, I wanted to start the first topic around a big event that's about to happen in my life. By the time this video goes live, it would have already happened, but I am turning 30. And oh my God, this is a big one for me because when I was younger, I was so fearful of turning 30. I think a lot of us have this idea that 30 is the definitive age in which everything needs to be where it's supposed to be in our minds. And if we don't, then if it isn't, then it's a failure. And I felt like that for a long time. I mean, I've done many changes throughout my life, from moving from the Dominican Republic when I was 17 to then moving to Florida to then moving to California. And changes, big changes, sometimes can feel a lot like setbacks because you're kind of restarting your entire life again. So sometimes you question those decisions a lot and ask yourself if you did the right thing. And so me having constantly done big changes, I'm at the age of 30 now, and none of the things that I picture I will have by 30 in my mind have happened. So let me tell you my perfect world best case scenario. So in my perfect world best case scenario, by the time I was 30, I was going to be married, own my own house, be successful in my business, and try to get pregnant. I am 30 and only one of those things have happened. I am married. So, and when I was like 28, I felt this immense pressure to start figuring it out and start making all these moves. And you know, the pandemic kind of slapped us all in the face and said, wait a minute, I got other plans for you. And it is just so funny how things happen because that put a lot of things into perspective for me. So I was basically killing myself at my full-time job, trying to be the best of the best, trying to climb that corporate ladder or that fashion world ladder. And it was slowly eating away at me. And I didn't realize it until we had to go into lockdown for 2 months. And I started to do the things that started to fulfill me again. And I realized that I had to make a change yet again. And it was a very difficult decision because now I'm 28, I'm about to be 29. And am I going to be able to make this work? So the pandemic changed a lot of things in our lives, and we have prioritized different things. And I want to say this: no single plan is wrong. It's the plan that works for you. And so comparing yourself to other people and their path doesn't do anything, because it's not your path and it's not where you need to be. And so I'll say that when I see people who are younger than me who are super successful in their life, it's a little difficult to digest. But then once I sit there and I think about it, and I think about the decisions that I've made to get me to where I'm at, I understand why I'm in the path that I am, and it kind of recenters me to continue to work on my path. And so I made the huge decision of quitting my full-time job right before my 30th birthday, well, a few months before, so that I could pursue owning my brand and so that I could pursue content creation full-time. Those are things that truly, truly do fulfill me and that make me feel good about life and make me feel good about waking up every day. And so in ways, although we don't own our house yet, although I'm not going to start to try to get pregnant yet because, we live in a studio and where are we going to put the baby? I feel that in some ways, my dreams have been fulfilled. I am a brand owner. I create my pieces. I am so excited every time I come up with a new concept, a new launch. I have my spring launch coming soon. I just ordered the pieces and I am so excited about them. And, adding more product to my line, developing my content creation, just working on the things that really do fulfill me. I find it to be super rewarding. And don't get me wrong, there are very difficult days in which I just feel a little defeated, where I just feel that this is going nowhere and that I'm putting in all this work, yet there's not the level of reward that I feel I need or deserve is not there yet. But you know what? Then there are some days where the level of the reward is to just be able to do what I love. And I know that sounds super cheesy and like kind of dreamish, if you will. I'm a Pisces, so I'm a dreamer. I hate when people say that. It's because I'm a Pisces or whatever, but you get me. Like, it's just reward comes in different ways, and I think we often look at the monetary aspect of it. Obviously, we all want to have money. Obviously, money is an important aspect of most people's lives. I don't want to say everybody, but I feel like we have to bask in those moments sometimes when we see that although we're not in the path that we want to be or that we think we want to be in, because again, grass is always greener on the other side. Maybe I would have been miserable owning a home and trying to have a kid right now, because I will be working a 9-to-5 nonstop, and I will be maybe attached to that 9-to-5 because now I own a home, and now we bought a new car, and now we have to do all these things, and now we have a baby, so now we have to feed this baby, So although we might not be in the path we think we want to be in, we have to be thankful to be doing the things that we're doing now. And we have to always try to find something that fulfills us. And not every day is going to be great, and not every day is going to be the same. But, we are where we need to be. And that's what I like to tell myself. We are exactly where we need to be. And we all have different paths that we're following, and we all have different lives that we're leading. And so we always have to be mindful of that. I am super, super excited about being 30. I remember I used to cry about this. I used to think 30 was so old. Don't come for me. I know it's not. Now I know it's not. It was the immaturity speaking. But I used to think 30 was super old. And I remember I used to think that, oh my God, my life is going to be over by the time I'm 30. And what am I going to do? I'm not going to be young anymore and whatever. And I realized that's such silly thinking because let me tell you something, the amount of confidence I have on myself right now, the amount of security, the amount of self-worth I have right now can only come with age. It's not something you can force onto yourself. I am so happy with the person that I am. And I'm always trying to work on myself and always trying to work on the things that bother me, that shouldn't bother me, or the things that, get to me too easily, or my response to some things. But I can't tell you that I've ever felt this confident. I can't tell you that I've ever been this happy within myself because I am who I am, and I am whoever likes it, whoever doesn't, and it just is what it is. Even with my content, I am just putting out each and every content that I want to put out. Like, for example, this podcast. I wanted to do a podcast, don't have a co-host, didn't know what I was going to talk about, but I was like, you know what? I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to start putting my content out there and doing what I love to do. And that's what I did. And it's obviously I'm not going to be perfect at it, and I know, and I'm sure I'm going to watch this video while I'm editing and I'm going to be like, oh, I look crazy or whatever. But it's a learning curve, and it's something that helps me grow, and I'm sure I won't regret it in the end. But I am just so secure on myself and secure on the things that I want to do. And I know I just, you just get those gut feelings, and like your intuition gets better. And oh my God, there's so many good things that I'm experiencing about getting older that I can't say I've ever experienced in my younger years. And just the fact that, I am healthy and my body is providing what I needed to do. It's just amazing. I know a lot of people don't have that luxury, and I know a lot of people are in much more complicated situations than mine. And, I'm just thankful to be where I'm at, to feel the way I feel. And honestly, guys, the amount of F's you start to give, like, I didn't give any F's before, but now I really just don't have the time or energy. Like, I really don't. I'm just like, you know what? It is what it is. That's how I feel about a lot of things in life now. It is what it is. So I think I am going to love my 30s. I think my 30s are going to be golden years. I'm not going to say my golden years. I'm going to say golden years because I hope I have more than 30, but I feel like they are going to be those very, very important, formative adult years. I don't know. I'm very, very excited. We're going to kick it off with a trip to Mexico. Some of my family is coming, my mom and two of my sister's fiance, my mother-in-law, obviously my husband. We're all going to be there, and it's going to be so much fun. And I will document it and put it in the vlogs. This is going to go up after we come back, I believe. So you might see me a little more tan in the next few episodes. Who knows? But yeah, I mean, it's going to be fun, and it's just going to be a good time. I'm excited. Now, let's talk about the body changes of turning 30, because I feel like some people talk about it, but not a lot of people talk about it. So there can be a lot of hormonal shifts that happened when you're doing a big turn of age, especially as women. We go through a lot of hormonal shifts. We go through a lot of bodily shifts. And the main one I've seen is that has become harder for me to lose weight. So before, if I was eating the way I eat now, honestly, I work out about 5 times a week. I work out for 30 minutes to an hour, depending on the day. And again, I eat fairly healthy. I cook most of my meals at home. I use really clean ingredients. I eat my veggies. I don't eat huge portions of food. I satisfy myself with what I eat, but I try not to overeat as much as possible. Usually when we go out to eat is when I'll overeat, but we don't do it that often anymore. And it's just become so much harder to lose the weight. And so it makes me think how society puts this pressure on us to look like what we looked like when we were in our teenage years, or 10 years ago, or even 5 years ago. And that's just impossible. That is such a mental sacrifice that you have to make to look like that all the time, that I don't even think it's worth trying, because at the end of the day, what are you going to gain from it? Nothing. I mean, yeah, you're going to have a cute, not even cute, you're going to have the body that you should have, or whatever that may mean, but are you going to be happy about it? Is it going to last? Probably not, because it's not a sustainable thing. So that's one of the changes I've seen. And the way I'm coping with that change is, again, just continuing to eat the way I eat. I eat fairly healthy. I take my vitamins. I eat super clean, at least when I'm at home, which is 99% of the time. And drink my teas, I don't drink coffee at all, because it makes me too jittery to the point where it makes me nauseous. I do have matcha lattes every now and then, but other than that, I drink my teas in the morning, have a little breakfast, have lunch, maybe a snack, and have my dinner, do my workouts, and let my body do what it needs to do, because I am tired of forcing my body to look a way that it doesn't want to look like anymore. Unfortunately, that is just not where it wants to be right now. So I'm just not going to force it. I'm not going to force the societal expectation that I need to look or be the certain way my entire life, because that's just not sustainable. I'm just going to put that out there. Another change that I've experienced hormonally is that my tatas have gotten a little bigger. We're still part of the itty bitty, but they have gotten a little bigger. So I will say it to my itty bitty girls: you got a little sun when you turn 30. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know if it happens for all of us. Another shift that I've experienced is that I'm a lot more emotional now. Everything just gets to me. Everything makes me cry. I'm just an emotional wreck a lot of the times. My sleep has its ups and downs. I would say it's worse than it was when I was younger. I am now sleeping better than I was, but man, it's a preparation. I have to start winding down at a certain time. I can't be on my phone past a certain time. I can't see electronics, the lighting, the TV, all has to be at the perfect setting for me to be able to fall asleep. And that is something that has gotten worse with the years, I will say. I feel like my skin is thriving, so I haven't seen any changes in that, except for the fact that I got dermatitis. I did get dermatitis around my lips. We don't know what caused it. It just happened. So that's the only thing I would say kind of has been caused by me becoming of age. I don't know how you say that. Whatever. Other than that, let's see. I started to care less about what other people think of me, in the sense of the way I look, and when I'm going somewhere or something, I just get a lot less nervous now. I just go, and whatever happens, happens. And I think that's about it. That's about all the changes I've experienced. It feels good to be turning 30, and I'm excited. I'm so excited for our trip. It's the first country I will be going into with my U.S. passport. I became a U.S. citizen last year, and it is very, very exciting to get my first passport stamp and to be able to get to know a new place that I've never been to, and to be able to see some of my family. Some people don't have the luxury, and I just feel like it's gonna be a good time. Other than that, I don't have anything else to report about being 30. I will say it's worth it, kids. It's totally worth it. I will say that it's a good time. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this episode here. This will be episode 1 of Conversations with Soul, and hoping to bring you guys a lot more of these and to continue this journey of this podcast. If you guys have a topic you want me to discuss, then please leave me a comment down below. I'll be happy to do that for you. And again, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, give this video a thumbs up, leave me a little comment, share it if you like. Let me know if you're in the 30s club and if there's something else that I should expect from turning 30. And also, don't forget to watch my other videos. I post reviews every Wednesday. I post reviews on Wednesdays at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and I post a vlog on Saturdays at 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. These videos will be up on Mondays. I'll probably do noon Pacific Time. I'm testing times out and seeing how you guys react to it, so bear with me. But I think either noon or 2 p.m. We'll see. But this will be up a little later on Mondays. Thank you so much to you guys for tuning in, and I will see you guys in the next episode of Conversations with Soul.